Save the pig! What the heck? A pig with a party hat. Hello, Mr. Piggy. The secret piggy. Save the pig, the game. The whole game you're trying to save the pig's life. Help!
Well, you don't think that Phil should die, Josh?
No, I don't.
Do you think that Phil should be allowed to make money online, Josh?
I do, and that's actually one of the first things that was a point of contention between me and certain people, certain elements in his hate fandom, is that they went after him for like his monetization schemes, and that was right when the Kiwi Farms was just starting to get deplatformed from payment processors, and it really angered me to see, like, you're doing to this guy what is happening to me. And I wouldn't support it for myself, obviously, and I don't support it for him. And then they would counter that by saying, well, he's like pignatized his viewers and he's extracting money from them from lies. And it's like, well, if you give DSP money and he says, I need money, and you give the money to him, you don't really then get to decide, well, he should only spend it on XYZ. That's not how it works.
Yeah.
I'm on a stream and I'll be like, well, if I don't raise money on this stream, I can't buy groceries later in the week and shit like that. Okay. Has that ever happened on my streams? Yes, I have said shit like that, okay? I'm here to be honest with you guys, all right? I'm fessing up to everything. But the problem is with my detractors, they're living in the past. To them, everything is black and white. So the fact that I did stuff like that in the past, but I've changed for the better, doesn't matter. I did it. I'm guilty of it forever. So to them, I'm still that guy sitting here every day saying, oh, please give me some donations so I can buy groceries. That's the issue I think they have with me, but it's not valid anymore. That's not the modern DSP.
Fuck you. You're a liar.
Do you know a guy named Derich or Derek?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's basically like my kid, and that's the truth. If you don't see it that way, well, that's your own personal way of seeing things. That's how I see it. So,
Okay.
He's like a supporter, moderator, and like thumbnail maker for your stream, right?
Wrong on all three counts. He's not a supporter, he's not a moderator, and he's never made a thumbnail for me whatsoever. All wrong, all detractor bullshit. He's just a viewer.
Okay.
And he made a tier maker for me once or twice.
Okay, tier maker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, Josh, do you have like receipts on that? Or is this what you've heard, or is this what's in his thread, or what?
Well, his response is there's definitely a relationship, or when I say relationship, I mean there's definitely like a connection. But his response is actually it falls through a crack. I don't know how to respond to that because the guy is definitely like a fucking weirdo.
Yeah,
and he definitely has like playlists of like little girls and stuff on his YouTube. Like that's archived independently of the forum. But
what do you think?
I think I remember seeing like his badge in chat though that he had a supporter, like a mod sword or something.
No, that you're seeing someone gifted him a membership. That's what you're seeing. It's just a gifted membership. Anyone can get that on YouTube. That's just he has no power whatsoever on my streams whatsoever.
But he's allowed in your streams though.
Yes, he is.
But he has playlists of little kids on his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Okay. Shall we publicly address this formally? This is good. We can
address
finally do
this.
Let's talk about
for
this.
Real.
Yeah.
Like,
Sure.
why is
All
he
right.
allowed to be a member of your community when he's such a creep?
That's the one thing that's really fucked. Yeah.
Here's my philosophy. You guys can completely disagree as streamers yourselves, and everyone out there watching, you may also disagree as well. All right, but allow me to lay down my methodology here.
Sure.
Okay. I'm a content creator. Every day I put on a stream. I'm trying to entertain an audience. I'm trying to make a living. I got a chat. People come in, people come out. I see people from all walks of life, people from here, there, and everywhere who attend my streams. And I don't judge anyone for anything but what's going on in my stream. Okay. If I see someone in this stream doing something disgusting, having awful things said, or they're breaking the rules, they're out of it. I have rules laid out. Actually, my stream, I think, is a little bit more lax than others because I used to be known as like the moderator heavy guy, and now I almost don't have any moderators anymore. I kind of handle it all myself. But anyway, my philosophy is what goes on in my stream is the extent of my responsibility as a streamer to take care of. Now, anyone out there who makes content, do you personally know every single person who's on your stream? Do you know what their life is like behind the scenes? Do you know what kind of stuff that they're into? What, their kinks, their bullshit, what they post on their social media? Of course not. How in holy hell would any of us ever know what all of our viewers are doing? Nor is it in our realm of responsibility to have to actually look into that. You understand? These people are just here to watch me. That's all I care about.
Okay, so I understand what you're saying. You don't know everyone's backstory. You can't control everyone. Makes sense. But we have verifiable evidence that Derek is a pedophile.
No.
He has playlists of kids, and it's really weird fucking shit. And this is the one thing Ashton and I are like, what the fuck is
What the
you know,
fuck
I
is
get
this
what you're
shit?
saying.
And
I get what
Josh
you're saying.
looked into it yesterday. Let Josh. Josh, what do you think
Yeah.
about what Phil just said?
Well,
Yeah.
it's not just this. Like, I mean, knowing about it, like when you find out, like you have to do something about that. And from what I understand, the big point of contention is not just that he's there; it's that other people, who are in your community, who are in your chats, have pointed out that this guy is who he is, and he seems to be getting a layer of protection that people are able to observe. He seems to get away, according to the people that watch, he gets away with a lot more than other people would. Just in, it's suspicious to them. I don't know. I've not seen this, but that's what that's what they
So
say.
you don't even know what they're saying. You just think that somehow he's getting some kind of protections in my stream, is what you're saying.
Yeah, either from people in the chat calling it out, or just in regards to his behavior. Like, apparently he spams a lot and he gets a pass with that, and people suspect that there is some kind of association there where he gets a pass. Like, for instance, with the thumbnails, because they say that he has like a monthly vacation, and during that vacation the style of your thumbnails changes, and that is how they come to the conclusion that the thumbnails are being made by him, because they don't get made by him when he's gone.
He's literally never made anything like that for me whatsoever. He's, like I said, the only thing he's ever made is 2 tier makers, I believe, over the last year.
So he
That's
has
it.
made stuff though.
He 2 tier makers, and one that I used on a stream and one I did not.
But
Yeah.
brother Phil, like, you can't have a pedophile making stuff for you and part of your community in a broad sense, right? Like, you should probably just ban the fucking guy and send him packing, and I think you'd get a lot less
Okay.
shit if you did.
It's basically like my kid, and that's the truth. If you don't see it that way, well, that's your own personal way of seeing things. That's how I see it. So
Here's the thing, you're right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. You guys are correct. If I were right now to say, enough is enough, too many people have issue with this guy, ban him,
Sure.
okay? That would solve that problem. However, the big picture that no one's
Let's
looking
solve
at.
that problem then.
Okay, but listen.
Yeah, go ahead.
You don't understand the Pandora's box that you open once you do.
Phil, that's a very obvious, like, slippery slope fallacy. It's like you can get rid of the guy that has the
That
little
is
girl
a
playlist on
fallacy,
YouTube
is-
without
yeah.
opening Pandora's box.
Yeah.
That's
No,
not really
no.
direct.
Oh, Josh, you gotta listen, all right? Because again, you know how bad my detractors are, correct? You know
Alright,
how
sure.
crazy they are. The only reason that we even know anything about this person is because my detractors went to all of his personal socials and dug into them deep. They
But he's
went
a
to his-
But they
pedophile.
got him.
They
It's
dug
righteous.
into
They got
him
him,
deep.
though.
Okay, now
He-
hold on.
he's a
I know.
pedophile,
Listen.
so- Yeah.
I'm not disputing what you guys are saying, but please let me finish what I'm
Oh,
saying.
For sure,
because it
for
is-
sure, for sure.
All right. If the only reason that I know that this guy did something bad is because people went off of the realm of my streams and my content to find it, I'm sorry, but that's not my responsibility to be dealing with. Do you understand? Because here's the thing. Now, please listen. If I ban Derek right now, I call him Derek because that's what I thought his name was. I guess it actually is Derish or whatever. But if I ban Derek right now, here's what will happen. Because here's what Josh just said about Kiwi Farms. If he deletes my thread on Kiwi Farms right now, the detractors go somewhere else to do something worse, correct? If I ban Derek right now, the detractors won because they say, look what we did.
unbelievable.
We researched a guy who no one would have known he had anything wrong with him by just watching Phil's streams. For the record, Derek has never once talked about any of this malicious activity on my stream. He knows better than that. He doesn't bring that shit. That's his personal life or whatever, right? So he does not do that on my streams. If I ban him, guess what happens? The detractors say, we got the response we wanted.
His
Phil finally
personal
banned him.
If I may,
pedophile
I
We're
have
on to
a-
the
I
next.
have a
The moment I ban Derek and these detractors say we won, guess what happens? You just gave them exactly what they wanted. You gave them the attention they're craving, and then they move on to someone else. And then they move on to someone else.
Phil,
And then they move on to
sometimes in
someone else
life you
until it's
have to-
done.
But sometimes in life you have to hold the L, and sometimes bad people are going to get a win. But that's just the reality. You can't have a pedophile in your community, like an open pedophile, and you're basically admitting he's a pedophile.
Oh, no,
and
let me tell
saying
you
it's
this.
okay. Okay,
I
so
will say
for me-
this. I don't know anything about that because I make it a philosophy. I do not personally research my viewers. I think that's fucking creepy that I would spend my time every time that someone says something about someone. I got to go search their socials. I got to go to their YouTube page and search their history.
Wait, may I say one
I-
thing? Sorry, may I say one thing? Okay, so you're saying people did research outside the realm of your show and
Right.
whatever. I get what you're saying there. Well, if Derek was caught and you found out that the police found something on him and he's in the middle of a trial right now and he was a pedophile, right? And it wasn't the detractors or anything. It was through legal whatever, right? Then would you ban him because it wasn't detractors?
Well,
But
how
he
would
was-
I find out about that? Like, how would I even know
A
that?
fan of yours goes, I live in the same city as him and I saw him on the news, for example.
What if it was Harvey Weinstein? Like, how bad does somebody have to be before you're like, well, I don't want to associate with this guy?
So
You know
if
what I
Hitler
mean?
was on my stream and was still alive,
Yeah.
would I ban Hitler, right?
Yeah, if Adolf Hitler 1488 was an active user on your stream, would you ban him? Because he's only DeFiera in Germany, and you don't know anything about that, right?
Wow. Yeah, I mean, you're right. I mean, that's a good point.
I love Hitler. 9. I'm Hitler.
But and I totally understand what you're saying. I do. Let me tell you, I've gotten a lot of shit over this. And here's the funny part. What the fuck does this have to do with me? It's not even anything I've done or ever. I gotta take shit because someone got dirt on a viewer of mine who talks a lot in chat or whatever. And again, the other things you've been told are not true. He's not a moderator. He doesn't regularly make any content for me. He's had one tier maker that I made. That's it. Like, that's literally the extent of that. And then he talks a lot.
So if he does have playlists of little girls on his channel, he's creeping on little girls. Do you disavow that behavior?
Oh, absolutely I do. Absolutely,
So you disavow Derek then?
Yeah, I don't condone any of that. But at the same time, I'm not going to go out of my way to find out who everyone is or what they do outside of the realm of my
going
stream.
out of your way,
We're
though,
bringing
like,
it to you.
Me and Josh have both looked at it as of yesterday, saw that it was foul and disgusting, and now we're bringing it to you. We're credible. Like, I'm trying to help you.
Yeah,
If
let me
you-
phrase it like this.
I know, but I totally understand where you guys are going with it.
You are
I do.
totally correct that if you ban this guy, the detractors will start looking into your viewers harder. You are totally correct. That is a completely accurate assessment. But wouldn't you still not want this guy to be in your community or your audience and openly known as this guy? Because if I'll swing it the other way. If you, it's a no-win situation. That's correct. If you
That's right.
don't ban him, if you ban him, then the detractors will look into your other viewers, and you're completely accurate about that. But if you don't ban him, if you do nothing, then they will just continue to bring this up with an accurate line from the point A to point B, and it will always be there, and it will always haunt you, and people will always ask, well, why the fuck doesn't he just ban this guy if he knows about it?
Mm-hmm.
It's a no-win situation. I agree.
You're right.
But I think that
So-
one option is better than the other.
We know what's going to win. The troll answer wins. The troll answer always wins. Oh yeah. So to answer that, at least in my experience, and I'm 42 years old. I don't know how old you are, Josh, but I'm 42 years old. I've learned in my 42 years on this planet that I would much rather deal with the devil I know than the devil I don't. And what I mean by that is, I know who Derek is. I can't confirm or deny what you guys are saying because I've literally never looked into it.
How can you say you know who he is when you won't look into it?
I know who he is in my chat. I know who he is as
This
part
is
of
flat out
chatting on the
delusional,
community.
though. Like, if you look at his Twitter account, it's just straight up porn.
Okay, I
Like-
believe you. You're telling me this now as a neutral third party, correct? You're neutral.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and we
I-
think
I-
it's very foul. Like Phil, this is not like, oh, someone's kind of like an incel or weird or whatever. And
It's
or
three playlists
this
with
is like
hundreds of
fucked.
videos of just little girls
Yeah,
doing
this is, like,
innocuous things.
actually-
It's
Okay.
genuinely fucking creepy.
Well, if this is what you guys are telling me, then yeah, I'm gonna ban him.
Let's
But-
go. Yeah,
But-
honestly, let's go. You should
but-
ban
hold
him. You
on,
should.
hold on. The devil, that was the devil I knew. You understand?
Yeah.
So I can deal with that. I know how to deal with this guy. Talks a lot in the chat and whatever, and it's annoying to certain people, and I gotta hear people talk about what he does in his personal life. But now when I ban him, now I gotta deal with the devil I don't know. What's the next person who's now gonna get harassed by my detractors? And I don't want this to be like Phil's viewer hunt.
I
You know what I'm
understand
saying?
that, but I think regardless of what you do, your viewers are going to get harassed.
And they're still
hunted
going
down.
after
Yeah.
your other viewers, dude.
And
They still
This
are.
happened before.
Like,
Yeah,
There were whales on the DSP channel who got doxxed, and I think that was one of the other things where I was kind of irritated with people on the DSP board because they were doxing. Like, I don't remember his name, but there was a guy that gave you a lot of money, and
No,
simply
Josh,
because he
you have
gave
to
you a lot of money.
You have to understand something. What you're describing right now is a normal day of behavior on that forum about me. That's
Yeah.
not like the exception to the rule. That's literally what happens every time a whale shows up to support me. They get doxxed on your forum.
And that's
then
why
someone
the
removes it
Derek
eventually.
thing doesn't matter, because it's like they're gonna be pieces of shit no matter what. And honestly, like, we're telling you right now, I swear, Phil, we've been as nice as possible. I gotta say, this Derek guy is twisted. Like,
It's just bad news, Phil, and
yeah,
you
you'd be a
gotta
lot
you
better.
gotta
You'd be
get
a
rid
lot
of this
better.
guy. Like,
Okay.
you didn't know until today, but now you know, and I'm just telling you, man. If you don't,
It gets worse if you don't do anything about it.
It gets way worse if you don't get rid of him. And quite frankly, our audience isn't going to tolerate Derek, and and nor do I. I'm not going to tolerate Derek either. And some people in chat are saying, why haven't you banned Derek from this chat? If Derek hasn't been banned from our chat already,
I hope
I
he
advise
has.
every single mod to ban him because I honestly, like, it's just this weird, creepy stuff. Like he's got lolicon going on his Twitter. He had that YouTube playlist of little girls. And then everything he talks about is porn all the time. And it's just a bad look for you to be associated with it, Phil. And I think if you were to cut this cancer off at the legs and just throw him the fuck out, I think you would win a lot of respect and support from people. Straight up.
See? And here's the thing, what you just said. So if you were to cut the cancer off, but the thing is, he's not me. He's just a dude in my chat.
But
so I get what you're saying.
Is reality,
the only reason that association ever existed is because my detractors went and stalked the guy to figure out the information. I'm not being sympathetic to what he's doing. I'm sympathetic to 100%. The fact that this guy never did that in my chat. And then the rules now are going to become, oh, well, now if you ever do anything that's deemed immoral, Phil might ban you from his chat. And I don't want people to think that.
Surpasses you know what I mean? A lot of immoral stuff. In my opinion, and also, we have a lot of viewers here. If someone went and found something on one of the viewers, and it was like they're fucking, pedophile, this, that, the other, we'd surely ban them without even a thought, right? Yeah. Especially if it came out to be true, and you're like, okay, this guy, and it's not like it's like a rumor. It's this guy on his main channel. You click view channel, and he's got it open. Like he's like, here it is, guys, and. We really think that I know what you're saying, that your detractors will be crazy and psychotic and go after other people, but they'll do that anyway. And I'd respect you a lot if you just got rid of him. And it sort of puts a precedent to I will not let people who believe in the shit in my chat.
I'm just saying the proof is like overwhelming. Like it's undeniable when you look at it. It's just too overwhelming to deny. So
Done. All right. So I mean, I'll be honest. Here's my final statement on it. It makes me sad for two reasons. Number one, it makes me sad to know that this guy does all that shit because I heard it for like 2 years now. And I'm just like, it's just the detractors, right? Maybe they're exaggerating. They're making it up. And I made it a philosophy. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to look into it because if I do, I've broken my own moral code that I'm not going to look and stalk and harass my own viewers. So that's why I haven't done it until today. But now that you guys have said this to me, I believe you. I don't think you have anything to gain by lying to me. So I will be banning him when he shows up because undoubtedly he's going to show up in my chat this week, and I will ban him on all of my channels. Banned, 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 banned. Gone. Forever.
Okay, that's
a righteous decision, King.
Well, here's why I'm sad, all right?
Yeah.
To be honest with you guys, from what I know of the guy in my chat, he actually was like a good person in the chat.
He seemed nice. He seemed nice, yeah.
He's a nice guy. He adds nice comments. I mean, he's needy. He always asks, hey, talk to me. Why is he not talking to me, right? But he has very nice positive comments.
What?
He
Can you explain that? What does that mean?
But Phil,
well, he needs attention.
Let's
you know what I'm
try
saying?
Not to talk positive about the pedophile, right, Phil?
No, I'm not. No, I just understand. If you separate that, because that was been my philosophy.
He's got candy for the kids.
When this guy showed up to the chat, he came with this entire van full of candy. It was so nice. Everyone got their favorites.
This is like someone for a while. And you only know, like, let's say you have you're at work, and someone at work is someone you're friendly with, right? And you're like, wow, they're a nice guy. Then you find out 2 years later that this guy's a scumbag, like something like this. That's the feeling I have about it. But you guys are absolutely correct, so I'm going to get rid of him because I trust you.
Lol.
One of the things that's happened over the last couple of years is that my detractors have been harassing extended family members that myself and my wife have absolutely no interaction with whatsoever. Okay, for the record, my wife does not have interaction with her family members. She has, like, there's history there, and there's a reason she doesn't talk to them. She moved on from having other family. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a personal situation. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but there's a reason for it, a good reason for it, okay? My detractors went out of their way, and of course, it's public information, to find out that she has a sister, okay? They then contacted the sister, told the sister about where we live, who I am, all of our fucking contact information and shit. They've gone on the sister and goaded her to do streaming. They've thrown the sister money. And if you really want to know how it all started, it was my thread on Kiwi Farms, because they found all that information and they posted it up there. And now it's been an ongoing
I'm not being rude,
thing.
But is this the woman that a user from the Kiwi Farms had sex with?
I have no idea. I don't know.
There's a thread, and I want to say it's someone related to Kat that somebody hunted down and had sex with. Yeah, and there's pictures of it on the forum.
So,
I think I
you
banned
see
that
what
guy.
I mean? This is the kind of shit that shows up on my forum. It's like, what does this have to do with anything with us? We have no association with this person. We don't talk with this person. To our knowledge, this person might have some issues, and so we don't want to be associated with this person. So why is any of this existing on Kiwi Farms? Is that not like the level that you would think, wow, that's kind of extreme, this shouldn't be in the Darksydephil forum? What does that even have to do with Darksydephil?
Go ahead, Josh.
I mean, I did ban him, but
Yeah.
I can't like unfuck her sister. You know, it's already happened. It's already done and posted on the internet. I can't do anything about that.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So, but why is it in my forum?
well, you
it has
can
nothing
ban
to do
him.
with me.
You.
It has nothing to do with me.
I mean, it does.
I'm not related
That's
to
why
her.
the event happened because she was related to your wife.
But that's not me. It's the Darksydephil thread. It's not the Cat Burnell thread, right? Come on, Josh. Just fess up and be like, yeah, that's extreme. That definitely shouldn't have been on there.
I mean, that guy should not have done that, but the fact that it happened and that he recorded it and posted it on the internet, it doesn't matter if it's on the forum or not. Like, that happened.
Okay, it could be on the internet. Does it belong on the Darksydephil forum, and should it still be there right now?
Is it still there?
That is probably the most accurate position to put it, and you can't put a genie back in the bottle. You just can't. That's not how it works.
You're allowing systematic harassment is what you're doing with your forum.
I'm not allowing anything. But if it's a high-profile person, there's nothing I can do about it. Like, it's out there.
Well, first of all, that statement's false. There is something you could do about it. You could remove it from your forum right now, and then people would have to seek it out elsewhere. Again, it's the notoriety of Kiwi Farms that
But
people
we discussed this.
find that stuff.
There would, if I started censoring things, people would go to an alternative site. I don't censor
Right.
things so they stay on the forum where there's a moderating spirit to it.
Why do you keep maintaining this site if it's causing you so much pain and problems?
Because I love it. It's the best site on the internet.
I can't stop laughing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. We're never going to come to any kind of an agreement because it sounds to me like Josh and I come from different places of morality. This isn't a legal issue. It's not. I know for a fact that most of the stuff that's been put on the forum about me is legal. There is some stuff that has been illegal. All right, let's be clear here. There actually has been information that people broke laws to get, and that should never have been put on there, okay? But as for the legality of most of it, legally, I don't know how much they could really ever come after you, Josh. And, that's not really what my issue is. My issue is morality. That I don't know if these guys will agree with me, but I can tell you from my own personal perspective, that site, your website, Kiwi Farms, I am telling you here 100%, has hurt me and my family. 100%. It's hurt my business as well. This is not me trying to, get any sympathy from you, Josh. I'm telling you, your website has outright definitively hurt myself, my family, and my business.
Oh my god.
You get anchored to this game just because you've already spent, I've already spent $1,000 on it. I guess I might as well keep going.
Just keep going because you got to get something, get that dopamine hit. You need it because you already spent so much. It's messed up. It really is. It's I can't believe that it's kind of allowed to be like that, but that's the world we live in.
So was that Down from the Rafters account yours?
No, it's not.
No?
It's really not mine. I do have another account and I do spend money on it, but that is not my account. And they have been who this guy is because people have asked me over
if
the
it
years.
is you, you're the best in the world. Like,
I know.
you are the
Why
know.
do they
greatest-
think it's you?
You
Why
are
do
the
they think?
greatest WWE Champions player to have ever lived.
May I ask,
only-
why do they think it's him?
The origin story. This is all I know is the origin story because they have so many crazy conspiracies after that. I'm sure they have other. The origin story was originally the account was actually called They Call Me DSP,
Okay.
which happened to be my Twitter handle. All right. Now, I don't go by that anywhere else. It's just my Twitter account was called They Call Me DSP.
Yeah.
And apparently that account existed for like a couple of years. And then my detractors found it. And they're like, we got him now, right? Because
I remember this because the point of contention was that you can't change your name on that game, so it had to be changed manually by support. And they figured that after it had been found, you would ask that, and they changed it on their end. But it even had like weird artifacts in the game where it didn't change everywhere, so it was a very suspicious looking name change. I actually remember this for some reason.
At least being a player of the game, I can confirm you cannot change your name in the game. Like, I don't know how that's possible. I've tried, because think of it, if I could change my name in the game, why not? Then, kind of double protection, right? You cannot change. I did ask support, will you change my name? And they said to me, oh no, that's not a feature available, sorry about that. So it sounds to me like whoever this person really is, because they were such a big spender, they maybe did a favor to them to protect, it's our whale, we don't want to lose the whale, so that's why they changed the name. But I couldn't even do that myself. So yeah, I think you're right. I think it might have been like a behind the scenes deal or something.
But why would this guy that set up this like troll account and put so much into it want to change his name?
I don't know, because here's the thing. That's actually what I was going to say. There's all these theories about who the guy really is. I honestly, at this point, I can't figure it out, and I don't care. Like, I don't know if it actually is a troll. It might be a guy who literally just has the worst fucking luck in the world to have the same name as my Twitter account.
What would be the big deal is if you just lied and said you were down from the rafters.
It's so dumb. It's just
Just
like,
lie and say you are, and then everybody can move on.
yeah, then they're gonna want to see it, and I can't show you.
No,
'cause
you
I-
can't.
I'm
Don't
not.
worry
Don't
about
show
showing
anyone
them.
anything.
Never show them it.
No,
King.
show anyone any of your
Never show
personal
them
shit.
shit.
No, never.
But you listen. At this point, just lie. Proclaim yourself the greatest WWE Champions player that ever lived. There's no harm in it.
No, I know, and there's also no point because people are gonna know it's a lie because we're talking about it now. So you know,
But just lie. Just say it's you. You played it. Who gives a fuck?
but
Like,
why would I lie and say
I'll
that?
tell
it's
you
me?
this because then we can all just move on. If you just say it's you, just lie. This is much like Hulk Hogan. He never lies, but he lies, and it's
That's
just
right.
the same thing
That's
with
right,
King.
brother.
That's right, brother, dude. He slammed the 900-pound giant in front of 100,000 Hulkamaniacs at Silver City Field in Detroit, Michigan, brother. Listen, he tore every muscle out in his back as he did it. Phil, at the end of the day, there's not one person who will stop donating to you
No
because you
shit.
were down from the rafters.
No, I mean,
There's
I
not
know that.
one person who's going to stop watching because you're down from the rafters.
They'll donate
So
more. They'll donate
Just
more.
we preface it with this is a lie and just say, I have the down from the rafters account.
Yes, it is me. I am down from the rafters.
Admit it.
Let's go, brother!
Yes.
Let's go, brother! Yeah!
Like a weight has been lifted off his shoulders.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah!
Let me tell you, there is going to be a lot of WWE Champions polls tonight. I cannot wait to spend all of this money. There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me it's WWE Champions time. I love it. I love it. Is a mobile game addict. Phil has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's a money pit. It's gone, just gone like that. In an instant, fucking gone. I just care about money. That I just can't help it. By eBay. Contributions are mandatory, but I need your help. I am appealing directly to you. No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.